Hey everyone, welcome. It is noon, and here we are at our 2 to 3 focus. I hope that you're still surviving and managing well during the quarantine. It's a difficult time, isn't it? Um, my name is Seth. I'm a teacher at Milano Meravigli, a very big, a very big Maes school in the center of Milan, right near the Duomo. I'm from the United States. I'm 37 years old, and I have lived in Milan for 3.5 years. I'm looking at myself in the camera on Saturday, last Saturday. Me and my partner, we cut our hair. It's not so bad. Quarantine is, yeah, the hair situation in quarantine is crazy. Yeah. No, we cannot go get our hair cut. No salon. So I needed it. My hair was like crazy. I'm okay. I see a lot of people watching. I ask you, please say hello. So many people watching. Introduce yourself to us. 6 people. Mr. Simpatia. Hi. What's your name, Mr. Simpatia? So, um, today, let me share here our screen. I am getting a little tired, always inside all the time during quarantine. And so I chose today our lesson about parties, about holidays. Good, yeah? Um, so, oh, let's see, Andrea from Modena. Andrea, I remember your name. I remember you. And Mr. Sampratia says, my name is Mr. Sampratia. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So let's look first. What are we doing today? So in our focus activity today, so the title is Notting Hill Carnival. Notting Hill is a neighborhood, is a section of London, and they have a carnival there. Now, carnival in English sounds like in Italian, right? Carnivale. But in English, carnival now is more just sort of a general word for a party, for a festival, not specific to Carnevale. Just carnival is a party, maybe not a party, more of a festival, a festival. Um, for example, in my town in Ohio, where I live, we have um, in the autumn a carnival. The name is the Irish, because there are many people from Ireland. The Irish Carnival. The carnival is can be also just like a party. So today we're talking about carnivals and other countries, and maybe some traditions that happen in other countries, and then some vocabulary for describing what we see at a carnival, the things we like and the things we don't like, the things that we have that we see at the carnival. Um, maybe you can tell me in your hometown, Italy and Europe has so many traditions for festivals, especially like in Venice. The Carnival of Venice is very famous. I think here in this photo, you can see people from Venice, right? Um, but does your um, does your town or your region have a specific special festival that that you celebrate? Like I live in Milan, And in Milan, we have um, the day before, excuse me, in December, December 6th is the feast of Saint Ambrose, Sant'Ambrogio, Saint Ambrose, and in Milan it's a special festival. Andrea has said that the carnival in Viareggio is important. I've heard about this one. I've heard of this. It's very big. Yeah. Uh, and Mr. Simpatia says he doesn't like carnivals. That's okay too. Every year in, I think it's in September, I go to the town of Gorgonzola for um, a festival about the Gorgonzola cheese festival. So I love I love Gorgonzola. All right, let's get started. So first, here we have a little bit some countries, so you can learn the names of some countries and maybe talk what about these countries and what festivals, what carnivals they have. So let me put up a little question here. So, um, so as we're talking about these countries, what carnivals do you know? Do you know anything about these countries? So what festivities do these countries celebrate? Do you know anything? Do you know anything about these countries? A little question for us. What festivities do these countries celebrate? Have you read a book or seen a TV show about these things? All right, so now I'll read for us. So, carnivals. Are there carnivals in these countries? Lots of countries here. So, first, Brazil, the UK, Spain, Germany. Here you can practice your pronunciation, you guys. Yeah. So listen to the pronunciation. If you want at home, you can speak, practice talking. Sweden, China, the US, Australia, India, and Italy. So let's think about these countries and our question. Are there carnivals in these countries? Here below we have maybe some things to help you. If you want, you can type, share your answers with me, what you think. So, example, is there a carnival in Brazil? And then the answer, I think there is a carnival in Brazil, or I think there isn't a carnival in Brazil. Brazil, I am certain, I know Brazil has carnival. They have actually big, a big carnival. Rio de Janeiro has a big carnival. Oh, nice. Andrea tells us that the patron feast of Modena is San Gemignano on the 31st of January. Um, the 31st of January. The carnival is impossible because there was in January, there was the coronavirus. Andrea, for San Gemignano, is there like a tradition? Is there something, I don't know, like, well, Modena is very famous for food, right? For the vinegar, balsamic vinegar, that's the aceto, right? Balsamic vinegar, but Emilia Romagna in general, food. I think probably for San Gemignano, probably you eat some special food. But is there something special that people do? Maybe a parade or, I don't know, a religious sort of festival? What happens at the festival? All right, let's look back at these. So in Brazil, there's a big carnival with lots of music and the people, these costumes, again, in this picture, this I think is Venice. the Venice Carnival. But so they have a costume. I think in Brazil also they wear lots of feathers. Uh, in the UK, we can see there's the Notting Hill Carnival. I don't know what the celebration is for. I think Spain probably also has Carnival because this, Spain, France, Italy, the Mediterranean Catholic countries usually celebrate Carnival. So in San Gimignano is Carnival is Brazilian. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Carnival in Venice and the Carnival in Brazil are both the Carnevale for Lent, for Quaresima. No, not Quaresima. What's it called? The uh before Easter is the Carême. Yeah, period before Easter. Um, oh yeah, in Germany, Mr. Sampatia says in October there's a festival in Germany. Yeah, we usually call it in English. I think also in German, Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest. Um, and you can notice the spelling is German, OK, usually English OC. Hello, Tonio. I remember you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Um, so Germany has Oktoberfest. Sweden, I don't know any festivals in Sweden. I don't know. I don't have much knowledge about Sweden. In China, I lived for 3 years in China. Years in China. In China, the most important holiday is Chinese New Year. And usually, Chinese New Year happens um, at the beginning of February, maybe the end of January, but around this time. Chinese New Year, the date is determined by the moon. So the date is flexible. It's fun. It's very long. The Chinese New Year is many days, lots of food, lots of fireworks. Nice, nice. Um, what's next? The US. That's my country. In the US, we don't have Carnival specifically. We have other festivals. Actually, wait a moment. I think in New Orleans, in the city of New Orleans, in the south of the United States, um, this area, this state, Louisiana, is traditionally Catholic or religious, Catholic area, and many Catholic places celebrate Carnival. And in Louisiana, the religious Carnival is celebrated. In Australia, I don't know. I don't know. I know a few people from Australia, but I don't know many cultural things about Australia. I don't know much about Australia. India, India. I think India also has a very rich culture. So India, but Carnival, maybe not the religious Carnival, but definitely India has lots of festivals. And Italy, of course, in Venice, in Viareggio, Carnival is very important. Big, big uh, holiday in Italy. Uh, Venice becomes crazy. So many people in in Venice during Carnival. Oh my, crazy. Huge amount of people. Uh, okay, let me take this way and we will keep on going. So here we have, yeah, so these country names, thinking about parties. Next, we do a little bit of vocabulary. So, what? Can you guys match the pictures? Match the pictures and the letters. This part you guys can probably do pretty well. Um, First, carnival vocabulary. I'll give this a read. Match these carnival words to the pictures. And we have carnival mask, drums, hat, instruments. All right. Carnival mask, drums, hat, instruments. Oh, I see you guys have comments. Let's check these out. Nice. Tonio says Venice is or was era is Italian. Venice is an important. The Carnival of Venice is important. And then we've got everything else. Nice. Mr. Simpatia asks, what do you like to, maybe not to, maybe about? What do you like about the Carnival in Brazil? I like the music. To me, the music is good. And now we have you guys starting to answer. So let's see here. Carnival mask, D. Yeah, I would say correct. So mask, right? We wear. Instruments. C for music. So these are musical instruments. D are the drums. Yeah. And so then the final one is A is a hat. Hat, very generic, general word. Anything we put here. So in the winter, when it is cold, we wear a winter hat. Maybe in the summer, we wear a baseball hat. Hat, very generic, very general word. So we have the hat, very colorful hat. Here we can see this also. I see people with masks. So maybe also this is Carnival. People playing drums. Here we have the people playing instruments. And we have a rather typical, let's say, carnival mask. Yeah. I'm trying to think. In my in my town, we have a festival about melons. Right down, there is a melon festival. The melon, like the fruit, melon, because where I live in my town, it is an agricultural area, lots of farms, lots of farming, and people have lots of corn and lots of melons. And the melons are everywhere. And also, there are many varieties of melons. So, there's watermelon, but there's also, oh goodness, cantaloupe, honeydew, Crenshaws, gourds, all different kinds of melons. They are different colors. They have different flavors, and so we make ice cream from the melons. Melons everywhere. It's a nice time. In my town, there's a melon festival, and if I look at these words during the melon festival, the food is especially important. But if I look at the pictures, usually there is a parade in the street. So when the people, play their instruments and they walk in the street during the Melon Festival. Oops, what's happening here? During the Melon Festival, oops, I'm spelling things incorrectly. There is a parade. People walk. I remember as a child, I have good memories of the Melon Festival in my hometown. All right. Mr. Simpatia asks, do I prefer a yellow melon or an orange? This is interesting to me because, like, as I said, Mr. Simpatia, for me, melons, there are many varieties. And a yellow melon or an orange melon, I don't, we use different words in English. So my favorite melon is called a Crenshaw. If you want, you can go look online. My favorite type of melon called Crenshaw melon. It's a specific specific kind of melon. The inside it's a little bit orange. It's a special variety from the United States. It's very particular. It's very yummy. Very good. All right, we can continue. A few more vocabulary words. So again, match these carnival words to the pictures. Here we have costume, a dancer, and a singer. Yeah, costume, dancer, singer. Actually, all three of these people, all of them have costumes, but maybe in particular, one photo is maybe the best for costume. Here we have the woman. This to me looks like Brazilian carnival, the carnival in Brazil. Feathers and colors. It's nice. Bright, a happy festival. It's nice. So the dancer, and here he is singing the singers. This to me looks like perhaps it's Mexico, in Mexico or South Central America, something like that. But this hat, a sombrero, seems Mexican to me. And finally, we have these two interesting, interesting costumes. Yeah, and another a cat costume. And here we have, let's see, Mr. Zampia. Yes, so singer is bee costume. See, the Brazilian dancer is very beautiful. Yeah, Brazilian people usually are quite beautiful people and happy. I think Brazilians usually are happy people. Happy people. Okay, let's continue. Well, actually, let me think again. So I'll ask again. In your town, um, do you have a special, or maybe not just your town, your region, your area? Is there a special festival that you celebrate? So, who was it that talked about San Gimignano in Modena? They have a special um, festival in your town. I want to ask so the people watching, Mr. Simpatia, or who was it was saying? Tonio, who else is watching? Andrea, in your town, or do you have does your town have a special festival? And what happens? What do people do? Are there special foods, special clothes, special music for that festival? Okay, let's keep going. All right, colors. Colors. This is a good review of our colors. What colors are these carnival masks? Lots of colors, aren't there? Many colors. What colors are these carnival masks? And the colors are yellow, red, orange, purple, blue, green, gold, and silver, and silver. Let's see now. We can make some nice sentences here, okay? Because these masks have many colors. Um, First, I'm going to put this up. Let's see. So, can you describe the carnival masks? But I also want to encourage you, please still do, if you tell me about where you're from. Are there cultural traditions, any special festivities or carnivals that your town has? That's very interesting to me. And feel free to type this. And I will also now begin talking about these masks. So here, this first mask. This mask is primarily, mostly red. What I see here around the edge of mask, some gold, and also up in the mask are some. It looks to me like some silver jewels, but mostly red. Yeah. This mask is what color? Well, again, there's gold. Here, this is maybe sort of lavender colored or purple. Um, this part is sort of yellow. What color do they have here? A blue. Oh, a little bit of blue. Blue mask. Yeah. Uh, Mr. Sympathia says D is silver and green is C. Yeah, definitely here we have a lot of green feathers coming from here, green and black feathers. Uh, nice. Very nice. All right. Then moving on, yes, a silver mask, but also with lots of white. So white wig, white feathers, but a silver mask, red lips on that mask, red lips. This mask is mostly purple. Purple. Here it looks a little bit pink. Also maybe some gold, some shiny gold things, and also a little bit of silver around the edge, but mostly purple. And the final mask, I would say this mask is probably gold or yellow, gold. It's nice. Gold mask. Mr. Sympathia asks, how is the mask? There's a better word than how, right? How is come. So we probably don't want how. We want the word that means choose, right? This one or this one. We want the word which. Which. Which mask do you prefer? Which mask do you prefer? Because which is when we can make a choice. Um, Another example of which, like, okay, so good question. Lunchtime is soon. Which do you prefer, pizza or pasta? Easy question. Which do you prefer, pizza or pasta? When we have a choice. Um, but to answer your question, Mr. Simpatia, which mask do I prefer? Hmm. There are two masks I like here. I like the red mask and I like the silver, the whole thing. The silver and the red. I prefer those two masks. What about you? Which mask do you prefer? Which mask do you prefer? There's the good question. Which mask do you prefer? Yeah. Okay, guys, let's keep on going. So we've done some colors, we've done some vocabulary, and next, oops, this one we gotta skip. There's a video. That's a little bit too difficult. All right. Now moving on to things that we like or don't like. Oops, I'm gonna jump past this too. Hold on a minute. Here we go. All right. So when we're at a carnival, there are a lot of things that we do. Mrs. Zubi says, I don't like these masks because they are plural, because they are for girls. Well, you can still like them. You don't have to wear them. I just ask if you like them. So, um, all right. So when we go to a carnival or to a festival, uh, there are things we do. So here may be some things: dancing, singing. What else have we got? Dancing, dance, sing, wear a mask to wear. We also wear clothes. So wear we use with things that we can put on, right? Wear a mask, celebrate, eat exotic food, listen to exotic music, wear a costume, and go out with friends. Some things that we might do at a carnival. An important thing for us to remember is in English when we use this question, do you like? Or when we respond, I like, we need to put the gerund or the verb, we need to use the gerund. So, do you like dancing? Do you like singing? Do you like wearing a mask? Do you like celebrating? Okay, so for the grammar, this is important that the words after like, the verb like, or love, or hate, we need the gerund, right? So do you like, we always need the ing, right? Always, always we need the ing. The important part, it sounds good, good English to do this. Um, what do I like doing? I like dancing a lot. A long time ago, I was a professional ballet dancer. Professional ballet dancer. I like dancing very, very much. Um, do I like singing? I also like singing. um, I at university I studied music. So I love music, and I love playing piano, and I like singing. Love playing piano, but I like singing. Do I like wearing a mask? Not particularly. Maybe no. Do I like celebrating? Of course. Of course, everyone likes celebrating. Celebrating is fun. When the quarantine finishes, I want to celebrate something. Outside. I want to go outside. Our next one's, do I like eating exotic foods? Um, yeah, I do. I like food. I like eating. And I like trying new things. I like trying new things. Simpatia says I like playing. Everyone likes playing. Yeah, playing's good. Playing's good. Um, do I like listening to exotic music? Yes, I do. I like listening to music from other countries, um, especially, uh, but I think of like Asia, India, Africa. The music is very different from these places, and for me, it's very interesting to it's very interesting to listen to this music. Do I like wearing a costume? Um, maybe for a party, for Halloween. In my culture in the United States, Carnival is not so important, not so popular, but Halloween is very popular, a big holiday. When I was a child, I always wore a costume. Now, uh, at my English school, we have a Halloween party, and so I think last year I did not wear a costume, but 2 years ago I did wear a costume. I wore a costume um, like for Dia de los Muertos. Like I painted my face like the skull black and white. I wore Mexican clothes. It was fun. Ah, this question, I love this question, Matia. Which music do I prefer? um, because I love music. um, I like lots of music and I appreciate all music. But my favorite types of music are baroque music, especially Vivaldi, Bach, Monteverdi. I like very much. I also really like um, very modern classical music. In English, we call it minimalism, minimalist music. More contemporary composers like Arvo Pärt, Don Tavener, and Michael Nyman. They are maybe not quite as uh, famous as Bach and Vivaldi. Mr. Simpatia, you asked, do you like crowing? Maybe you're spelling crowing. I don't think it's the correct word because crow, to crow is the sound a bird makes, il verso di un uccello. Crow. Ah, ah. So I think maybe you're spelling. Do you like crowing? Growing? I don't know what word you mean here. I'm sorry. All right. We have one more thing here. Yeah, nice. So here we have some photos. And these photos are from the Notting Hill Carnival. And we have these nice instructions. Describe a photo. So I ask you, please, at home, to describe the photos. You can notice that to do this, we can use there is and there are. So there is this, there is that. If it's, we have to say there are. Um, Also, here we have the event is, and then we need an adjective. The event is exciting, is colorful, is cultural. You can say many things here. What do you think of these pictures? Um, Oops. Cantare is to sing. To sing. Um, crowed. Again, crow is a word that talks about sound, but in regular English, it's not a common at all. It's not. It's a very rare word. We do not say it often. To sing is just the best. Do you like singing? Um, oh, well, I don't know why. The internet, but the internet is a computer, remember, so not always, maybe not always correct, right? But cantare is sing, for sure. Um, yeah. All right, so these pictures, what do you see? This picture to me looks like Chinese New Year, and there is a dragon. Yeah, I remember in China, I remember seeing this. Sometimes the dragon is very, very, very long. Lots of people inside the dragon. That's cool. It's colorful. Also, it's very loud. Chinese New Year is very loud. There's lots of fireworks, lots of music, lots of people. It's a very exciting event, a very exciting festival. Wow. Um, in picture two, here I see these two guys, two dudes. So, Mr. Sympathia, you're asking about crow, and unfortunately, I don't know. For me, this it's per me significa niente. I don't know what website you use, but cantare is to sing. Um, to crow, crow è il verso di un uccello, del corvo proprio. Il corvo crows. um, so crow might be the singing of a bird. So um, yeah. Again, maybe I don't know why it would why to sing would or why cantare would translate as crow because it's again it's a very particular type of singing of a bird. Yeah, and it's not a common word. It's not a common word. Okay, back to these guys. So what are they doing? They sort of have a costume, I suppose. They have these sunglasses with stars, and then they have wig, a wig. So yeah, this is the difficulty sometimes. You need so like with this thing with to crow and cantare and sing, the internet is very useful, yes, but it's a computer. So uh, sometimes sometimes it is not the translation can be wrong from the computer. Not always, but it can be wrong. Like Google Translate is good, it is not perfect. Not so it is a good tool. È uno strumento utile, good tool, but your brain is better. Okay. Last two pictures. So here we have a parade. A parade. We have there are men. This looks German, no? And they have instruments. They are making music at this parade. They're wearing their lederhosen, the clothes, German or Austrian, maybe typical clothing of German-speaking countries. And here, this look to me looks like Russian because I see they have these very beautiful, intricate hats with uh like is this Saint Basil's in Russia in Moscow? It looks very Russian. This church on their head. That's really nice. They're cool. I like these pictures. Also, I see people maybe they are playing drums. but it looks to me, it seems to be a parade. Yeah. All right. Very colorful also. All right, you guys, it's time for us to finish up. So I thank you for coming. Thank you for pretty active people talking today. So thanks a lot for joining me. I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you have a good lunch. I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. I am ready to go eat. I'm gonna get rid of that. There you go. So, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.